Yeah, hi there. These comments are for XJL. I'm just using your initials for privacy purposes, and you completed one of my homework assignments in our TOEFL listening and speaking class here at California State University, San Bernardino. And as you know, that I am the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the TOEFL online course, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And if I remember correctly, you actually recorded yourself going over actually a reading passage, and you also answered some questions. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to go ahead and listen to you read the paragraph. And also, I will give you some feedback as you go. Actually, let me make this a little bit smaller here. Hold on. So I can get it all here. Okay, here we go. This is going to be better here. Okay, we ready? Now, I may stop you every now and then.
At the
Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, let's open this.
English language program at CSUSB. We are committed to the further of the knowledge and
Okay, let's go back to this idea here. Yeah, I think you didn't pronounce that final sound there. Let's go back one more time. Let's listen.
of the knowledge and fulfill.
Okay, let's keep going here. Check this out one more time.
And fulfilling our education mission. We promote a campus environment further of the knowledge and fulfilling our education mission. CSUSB. We are committed to the further of the knowledge and fulfilling our education mission.
Okay, you notice that? So you're not pronouncing some of these endings here. You said further, but it's furthering. You said education, it's educational. So don't forget, in this case, this is called a grammatical word ending, and this is the adjective suffix that attaches to the noun to change it to an adjective. So make sure you clearly pronounce all the syllables of the words that you say.
We promote a campus environment that welcomes, celebrates, and promotes a respect of the entire variance of human.
No, that's the entire variety. So you're having some trouble with both of those words. The entire variety of human experience.
In our commitment to diversity, we welcome.
No. It's in our commitment to diversity. Diversity. So those longer syllables, you have a tendency not to pronounce all those syllables in there. You don't want to do that, because if you don't clearly pronounce all the syllables, a native speaker will not be able to understand what you're saying.
People from all backgrounds and
don't forget backgrounds. You don't forget that S ending at the end, and it sounds like a Z because it comes after a voiced consonant.
we think to include knowledge and value from.
You want to say knowledge. J. Don't forget to pronounce that final J consonant sound.
Many culture in the curriculum and extracurricular life of the campus community. We extend to each other. compassion and goodwill so that we all may feel comfortable being ourselves in a soft
ourselves. So again, the S at the end there is pronounced like a Z.
learning environment. To further promote this software learning environment.
No, this safe, to further promote this safe learning environment.
All students' information, whether personal or academic,
you want to say they're academic. So stress is on that third syllable there, academic.
Kept confidential between the facility and
No, it's faculty. Faculty.
Administration. So,
all right, so on this one, your intelligibility is not actually very high on this one, I'll be honest with you. So you are having some problems. In some cases, you're not clearly pronouncing the vowel or the consonant sounds in the words that you say. In other cases, you're not pronouncing all of the syllables in the words that you say. So you have to be very careful about that. And finally, you're having some problems with what's called syllable division and grammatical word endings, right? I'll give you some recommendations in just a minute after the part
I
B.
think there are two reasons for why it's important for our to learn English. First,
now wait a minute. Let me check your grammar here for a minute.
so I think there are two reasons for why it's important for our to learn English.
For us, not our. For why it's important for us to learn English. So in that case, you want to use us because that's an object pronoun. It comes after a preposition. Our is more of a possessive word. If I said, open up our books to page 203 or something. So I would use are when I'm introducing it, when I'm introducing a noun and I want to show possession.
First, if the teacher open our grade, maybe it's reduce the students' listening desire. For example, one of the students failing to pass the exam, the teacher opens the grade with, and this will let these students in a bad mood and low self confidence.
Okay.
So she is no more interested to learn English. And second, prevent students' personal information can better protect the secrets of the students.
Well, here, your question though, the question here, why is it important for you to learn English? Be as specific as you can and speak for 60 seconds. You're not really answering the question. You're talking about other students and other situations, but the question is for you. Why do you want to learn English?
The students only have a soft listening environment, so they can get a better, they can more focus on their listening English.
So they can better focus on listening to English, so don't forget your preposition there. Now the question is, what is your intelligibility score right now? Now I'm going to give you credit for completing the assignment for today, but if this were the final exam, let's take a look here. Probably not that good, I'll be honest with you. Your intelligibility is not very high, so I'm going to put you at about 2.1 out of 7. I'm going to put you at low intermediate in your speaking and intelligibility of American English. So what that means is you noticed you demonstrate errors of omission. You either leave words out. For example, you may say listening English instead of listening to English. You leave word endings off. We pointed out in the reading passage, even when you see the word and you see the ending, you're still not pronouncing that final, for example, that ENG or that ING or that AL. So that's a pretty big issue. Or you're not sometimes pronouncing all the syllables in the word clearly, so that definitely will cause some problems with your intelligibility. So now you know what your intelligibility score is. This is probably not where you want to be. I think that you're probably either a level 4 or a level 5 student. So you really want to focus a lot on your speaking right now. That means speak English as much as you can before class, during class, after class. Watch a lot of TV, talk to a lot of native speakers, and this is going to be very, very important for you. Now, if this were the final exam, your intelligibility of 2.1, this is going to give you a 64% on the final exam. Now, what do you do between now and the final exam? Obviously, you don't want to get a 64 on your final exam, am I right? Because that's 15% of your grade. So you want to go to the pronunciation section of my course, right? That's the second section of my course. And my recommendation right now is go through some of the more advanced lessons of my course. I recommend that first of all focus on the lessons titled Syllable Division and Grammatical Word Endings. This is going to be very, very important for you right now. Secondly, you want to focus the lessons titled Word Stress. You have a lot of word stress issues also. And finally, you can take a look at the lessons titled Intonation. I think that's pronunciation lessons 35 through 40. A, you cannot study these recommended lessons and continue to have the problems you have. Or B, I really recommend that you follow my recommendations because you really want to improve your pronunciation. All right, so what does a score of 2.1 mean? I mean, I gave you the scale here, and it means that you want to try to improve before you finish the English language program. Your goal here is to try to be 5.1 out of 7 or higher. So really, you got to go 1, 2, almost pretty much 3 levels higher than where you are right now if you want to be understood when you speak English. Now, what it means right now is if you go to Stater Brothers or you talk to somebody on the phone who is a native speaker, they will have trouble understanding what you say. Right? All right, I will put a link in the email that will take you to this take you to my intelligibility scale so you can see more about it. But anyway, thank you very much for completing this assignment.